Hello and welcome back, my friends. Savage here. So glad you are too. We've got some slow acting portals today and a toehold that we are digging into eternity because we aren't going anywhere. We hope, although we had the very close call in yesterday's play session. It was a few episodes ago because we kind of finished things up and really are just getting back on track after what for me was a very informative sidetrack. I did not know much at all about the mechanics of the respawn anchors. Clearly, because I darn near blew myself up and took out this world. Fortunately, we had a totem. It was consumed, but it saved us. We've got more and have placed totem number 2. It's not currently in its slot because we're repairing, but we'll be in there soon. And so this is our kind of getting going stream. I started a little bit earlier than I normally do, and got a bright, sunshiny, cool, crisp fall day outside, and creepers on the to-do list here, and we're gonna do the repairs on these couple of quick pickaxes. And when we get them back in shape, then we'll turn our attention to a target block and crafting up the target. And then we've got our crossbow there. We'll go pick up some arrows, or we've got some here. It's not a bad idea. Why don't we just take these? And I honestly, I don't recall. It's no shock to anyone. I don't recall why or where I heard or how I got on the thing that the crossbow is better for uh, the target block shooting, but excuse me, did I mention that it is early this morning? And I got up, got going, and then came back in and literally just pulled the coffee and have a cup that's almost too hot today. I've had a couple little tiny sips, but it's pretty warm right. So um, just getting things going once again, but appreciate all the comments you guys have been dropping recently. Really awesome. Some new folks dropping by. Hope you're enjoying, and yeah, we're actually getting close to some of our big advancement goals. And I know, out there in the YouTube lands, hey everybody, when you're doing an HCMC 100 run, which is a couple of years, most people did that back in 115, 114, 115. There have been a few updates since. So, but the drama is towards the end. You're out in unfamiliar locales, getting shulkers and all that kind of stuff, coordinating all the effort. And we've got a little ways to go there. I'd love to look at the advancements, but when we pull up that screen, we actually stop the creepers spawning, so we gotta wait between those. And our sugarcane isn't quite ready yet. Kind of walk the field, and oh, maybe it has sort of wrapped up as we've been here. When I just first looked, see, there's a couple that we're still waiting on. That kind of goes back to our early farm principle, though, that you get diminishing returns waiting for those last 1, 2 little one-offs. But we'll do an observing walk here. Yeah, I think this is actually pretty ready to go. I don't think we're going to get a lot more growth out of that. And if 1 or 2 of the little stalks aren't quite at full height, it's okay. We make up for it in volume. And the fact that they can all be growing again. Come on, creepers. What are you doing? Slacking. It's almost night. We'll maybe sleep through. We had the big storm when we were dealing with all the respawn anchors. We didn't sleep for a while. And came back up to some thunder and lightning. I don't know that we had slept since then. Ooh, yeah. Hot. Hot, hot, hot. But now, just kind of do this to buy the creepers some time to get spawned. And again, we don't have to do full. We didn't use up all of our tools. And I've talked a couple times in our journal, we have an outline to make an Enderman farm for XP in the not too distant future. And that certainly helps for repairs. It's got a lot of risk too, though, only in the beginning. Like getting it set up and not dropping into the void is pretty risky. And you don't want to have a slip there. But it's all too easy to do just that, right? You know, you're working along, and one bad moment, and it's gone. But on that same note, there are a couple things that we can do when we're setting up those platforms that would help a little bit. For one thing, the scariest part is creating a platform that's down near the void itself. You know, when you're in the end and you're looking out and you're walking on the bridge or whatever, and you're like, oh, I'm out in over the void. It's literally over because the void, a lot of what you're seeing there is like end sky, right? It's when you look off of a bridge that you've created, or off the islands, or out from where the dragon spawns to the perimeter of the world, you've got it's not a vacuum, right? You're not going to be down there. Technically, the void is when you fall. You'll have that long, agonizing drop, I know from experience. And then you actually only start to take damage and very quickly die when you're down below that surface. And you've probably seen some videos where folks fly around and dip into the void and then pop back out again. Foolhardy, and not something I would do in hardcore, but certainly, if you had a survival mode or whatever, could be informative or help you understand the mechanics a little better. That was a good little juice on the pick. And this was the more damaged of the two. Alright, so you got that. Now we can go do our outer ring here. So yeah, the Enderman XP farm involves getting them to come towards bait and then drop into a killing chamber for you, and having just loads and loads and loads of them all the time takes advantage of their group spawning and basically just refills much more quickly than any dark room naturally spawning can. So it's pretty cool when you see them in effect, but there is some real risk, which is why I haven't bothered, as we've wanted to get our advancements completed in hardcore and haven't done that yet. Kind of a first things first, and we'll endure this little bit of patience to wrap those things up. So that's the I guess we can clean the gunpowder. We had kind of used all this up for rockets, and now we'll want to switching that over to TNT, I believe. I don't think we need any of this leather. Let's go tuck this over here. I don't think we're going to be around here long enough to harvest again. So drop that. Drop that. Drop that. And then we got some flesh. Some bones. Piece of sugar cane. Getting there. Largely paper. We can do some book trading or whatever, but don't have a ton of need at the moment. I'm trying to think what else we could be doing here in terms of inventory. I think maybe sand, bringing some sand over to just do TNT crafting here wouldn't be a bad idea. Not that we're going to do that right now, but I'm just thinking a little bit. A second beacon will come in handy for some of how did we get here. We've got limited, right? It will with two beacons we can load up to 4 effects, and all it really does is just minimize the chaos of trying to add more foods or potions, that kind of stuff. And I don't know. I don't see that as being a big challenge. We do the brewing, local brewery or whatever the all the potions one is early on. That part isn't too daunting to me. For me, it's much more daunting. What we've got to do to coordinate everything, getting the dolphin, getting the shulker, and figuring out what we're gonna do with a temple for the guardian mining fatigue effect in proximity. So I don't know. It'll be. That's why we do these kind of things to make it an accomplishment and have done something that is difficult. It's not just not just follow a recipe step by step by step by step, and it's going to work out just fine. I think to some extent that is what you want to do. Hang on one second. I'm gonna mute you guys for just a moment. We'll leave this going. Be right back. Sorry about that, and thank you. I guess I got something up in my schnoz when I was out walking. Cool breeze or whatever, but needed to blow my nose. So hopefully less snotty now, and hopefully a few more creepers. We are so close here. That guy just. Oh, still not there. I should be careful walking around here, just pacing, because I'll pick up all the the leather stuff I threw on the ground. Got to stay tight inside. Um, yeah. How do we get here is definitely going to be fun, and we'll see. We'll see how Uneasy Alliance goes here at the beginning of the week. See how this one goes today. It can be frustrating, and in a sense, I kind of look at it like the honey block one. You just gotta, you gotta put it there and then just do it over and over and over again until it just clicks, right? There's only like 3 again. Why are these? Done. Done. There we go. All right. over halfway. And I did look at the time while I was blowing my nose. We're like 17 minutes. So we get this done, then we're back in business. Go back over to base and get things going. I'd love to go down to the amethyst farms and you see them. Work on harvesting down there a little bit, but I think we can see no, that's the island. I don't know that we can see the underwater stuff through the glass. See, like we can see a sugarcane farm, but there should be I can faintly see some of that stuff. But I sure can't see our lit up geodes under the water. Oh, maybe they're just in too tight. There's one on the far diagonal far side, so I guess they're in there. Never mind. And I'd love to go down there and do a quick harvest. Why not? But that actually unloads. We go too far down. So we'll unload all the mobs that are up above our heads, and they've got, it just takes time for them to fill up enough so that they start kind of pushing one another off the edges and dropping down. And that's what we're waiting on here. If I had some random redstone here, which I don't think I do, we could make our target blocks. I think I do have hay bales in the animal box. The rest of this stuff is all back at base. Oh no, it's right here. Weapons and goodies and gear. That's our full load. Let's put this back in its slot before I forget and kill a bunch of creepers and waste them. So great. So yeah, again, I started out the episode saying how thanks to all the new folks that have been around that have stopped in to say hi and introduce themselves. Very cool. Through them, I've gone back out and seen some really cool content. Build wise, and it's not all hardcore, but that's fine. It really just inspires me for there's some beautiful things out there being built in Minecraft, and that's excuse me, I don't know, I'm like stifling an attempted yawn here. Let me get it out. I will wake up, I promise. But the creeper activity, it's a nice, safe, slow start, but it's not one that's riveting with excitement. So, yeah, a few different builds. The one that I was talking about around a creator's end portal in the kind of blew out the stronghold and then reimagine that entire environment. It was beautiful, very cool, and some different structures. As I was making that a little addition onto our our nether highway area, the respawn anchor room. Just how little there is. The people that are building out um, interior spaces that are crammed with life. That was not what I intended to do, but man, these stupid, hang on, more coffee. I don't know why they're so going so slow today either. Maybe I'm just impatient. It is good. I do like the coffees. I guess we can check to see if there's the loot should be pretty minimal. Haven't killed that many. I don't know if we ever got that chest. And, slow, not the most gripping of entertainment, but getting the TNT back is big. We're going to need that. And we'll probably need to make some more rockets too, because we went through so many on our hunt for mushrooms. Let's do a few rockets. That's kind of perfect. Again, I really don't trust these books anymore, or the recipe crafting of the rockets, because I've gotten burned. It's used incomplete stacks before and made us flight 2 rockets instead of flight 3s. How does that do? Not bad. I think that's enough. We don't need to make extra and have to deal with storage. Just put those away. That was something productive. See? We're getting a couple little housekeeping items done. You know what I should have done? I don't know if we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Uh, we could go up here. You guys know what I'm thinking now, right? We haven't even. An idea so fantastic. I can't believe. Well, I can totally believe I didn't think of it. But we're gonna go make that right now. This is the brilliance you've come to expect. There I am doing that again. Oh, we might have already been done. Had I only used some common sense. That's all right. We'll give this a try. And we'll maybe make a few of these just to have some extra. All right. I can use those as decorations around too. Ooh, that might be cool up in that barn area. All right, we're here. None. Should be plenty of our crossbow will break before we run out of arrows now, I think. Shh, don't let them see us. Get this little bit of repairing XP out of these little guys while they're here. Oh! We can sneak up though, and we do not have a totem because we got the pick in the slot. So always be aware, right? Not only of our surroundings, which I didn't just do right there, but also, what your levels and kit are, what you currently got applied, loadout, if you will. It's kind of a Call of Duty type term. Well, by the time we get back over there, we'll have done this out of lava slimes. Woo! Told you I had to pause to blow the nose there earlier. Whoo, hoo, hoo. All right, so here's what we're thinking. We want maybe here. Nice and eye level, right? So now we got to do our counting. 1, 2. None of these torches are particularly well set, I don't think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Oh, that's no further. I was like, oh, we'll be on the outside edge. It'll be super long. Um, maybe we can still do this. Yeah. Um, in case you haven't noticed that sometimes, especially until that coffee really takes effect, we're pretty hopeless. Um, so here's what we're gonna. Oh, I really need to take down the torch there. I think we have spares enough of those. All right, there's our target, and by putting it on the outside edge, now we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. I, I, I don't know. I give up. I don't know what I'm losing. Now, was it an enchantment on the bow, on the crossbow, like a multi-shot? Does that just give us better odds? I think our one crossbow has piercing, right, from the phantoms? I don't even know. Maybe back at the base. I don't know that we even carry it, do we? Oh, yeah, we do. So that has piercing, but I don't think that would be what we'd want. I think we would want multi-shot, if anything. Maybe we're overthinking it. Oh, there you go. I think if anything here, we just try with a regular bow for a bit. And see if we can get that to go. Maybe. Oh, we got all these others. Want to punch? Ooh, that should go on the one that we're. Hang on. This one has no punch. Right? Good. And while we're here, this only works if this gets it back to full. Yeah. Alright. That's cool. It was unexpectedly nice. So I'm not going to use either of those for our endeavor here. I don't know. I don't know if this makes. I don't think we're ever going to be short on power 4 bows. And like I said, we'd still like to get a power 5 book. Yeah, let's just do this. Okay, so we got to remember that this is getting set up differently than the other. So now here's the deal, and this is why this probably works out pretty darn well for being down here. So we have to be 30 meters away. Let's look at the thing. Adventure? Yeah, here it is. Hit the bullseye of a target block from at least 30 meters away. And a block is a meter. So that was our counting. Now, we should really count this out again, because I think I would just skip the teens or something. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So, if we stand here at this purple thing, this one was 30. We need to be behind that mark, okay? Then, when you come all the way up here, your arrows actually have to fit a finite thing. It can be a little infuriating as you go, trying to get them to count, because you'll kind of pincushion this thing, and wonder what happened. Whoa, okay, we gotta... I haven't even hit that target yet. I hope there's no... Minecraft-y physics of torches creating... Okay, that's pretty tight. Just a hair. No, too much. Ooh, that looked good. Come on. What? Move the opposite. At least that's just the game's version of... Yeah, that was just a bad shot on your point. It didn't go anywhere near where you were set it to aim. Alright, my wrist is seizing up here trying to hold. So this is where it gets kind of maddening. Did I get all those back? I didn't even know that was a deal. But that did kind of hide them. I don't think we had any in the red. But you can have arrows that show in the red and don't count as bullseyes. All right. Well, at least now we're loading creepers while we do all this. Okay, let's get a sip. I don't know, maybe coffee isn't the best idea for this. Oof, that was terrible. Okay. Oh man, talk about overcorrection. Just dropped down to nothing. So I'm kind of, as we're sitting here doing this and really hoping to get lucky, kind of think that the reason I'd switched to the crossbow was multi-shot, where you get three arrows per draw, and they kind of spread out. So if you are close, and my aim is a little inconsistent here, I guess. But if you are shooting at it, then as those spread out, right, those three arrows don't all hit in the exact same spot. You get increased odds of hitting the dead bullseye. Well, maybe switch it up. If we get the pick already paired and then maybe juice this bow back up and are still not having it, then nothing even. But I do. Ooh, no. We're going through them, but not alarmingly fast. All right, let's go see if we can get the pick done here. Not quite. Sorry, those whiskers on the mic. I'm sitting here contemplatively holding my chin as I lean into the monitor. Like, all right, just show me. Oops, that's not going to get it done. Show me in fine detail. Are we close? Okay, those look pretty darn good. And I'm trying really hard not to move the mouse at all and just keep shooting because they seem to be walking around but kind of sticking at the bullseye type height. Yee-haw! Oh, that's good. All right, we have. So I don't know if that made a difference, but here was what I thought. You guys hopefully noticed. I just wasn't talking about it as I did it because I figured it might be. So we'd been shooting from right here and dropping them in, and I don't know if you noticed how well you can see on the video, depending on what you're watching on a phone or whatever. We had kind of a belt right here, and then we had a belt right here. And, occasionally some of the arrows would go here, but in that last round, it wasn't really going. But we weren't getting anything right at this height. So I was like, oh, maybe that's a part of the trick. And I think it makes a lot of sense. Hang on one second here. I promise I won't lose my train of thought. Okay, the nose is empty again now. Let's get back over to here. So I was like, maybe that's a part of it, and why it becomes so difficult is the drop in the game. Oh, did we just lose? Oh, we're good. The drop of arrows in the game makes it such that if you just sit at the exact minimum distance, you're not going to get it as reliably as if you go off of that preset amount by one or two. I'll leave these, the target, I thought about just fixing it, but it's kind of fun to have. That'll, if we're clearing this in any future episodes, oh yeah, that was where we, now, we do want to swap, and I'm sure this will come back, but let's put this here. It's oh, we got a frame. Let's display it in this room. As a legacy. This was the bow that hit that target. There we go. Fun. Now, little bit more XP. Got it. Just clear these guys out. All right, that worked out really well. I feel embarrassed that I didn't think, you know what, we should bring the target here and do both throughout. But hey, we got it without any extra standing around time, so that's perfect. Awesome, guys. Well, that just totally. So it's no surprise. I didn't look at time. We're at 56:24. This is perfect. Let's not even worry too much about getting back to base. We'll do that in the next. Just gonna set some of these things up. We now got an empty crossbow. I'll leave that here. Don't know that we'll ever set up multi-shot now, but we can if we need to. Most important, let's do that. In fact, there's an axe. And there's a shovel. We are 100% ready to go. Since we're no longer dealing with exploding respawn anchors, that can go away. That goes there. This goes here. These are going to all go back when we get home. The spare arrows we can put away. And in fact, let's drop those down so that we can pick up more as, just randomly go through. All right. We'll top off our food. I don't think we can sleep. Oh, we can sleep. I know we're getting close now. Real fast. Boom. That is our latest and greatest. So we are incredibly close to where we need to be. Walk on powder snow without sinking in it. We're waiting until 118 so that we don't have to wait for cauldrons to fill up with snow. It's the only thing, the only way that you can get it right now is to set cauldrons, wait through lots and lots of natural snow, and then walk on them, and you'll be good as long as you've got the enchantment on your boots. End is good. I don't think, how do we get here comes out of the nether too. So I think everything that we have left is on here. Uneasy Alliance is the one we're going to start focusing on in the next episode. And that's our it's a little bit of a project. I love it. And we will create a scenario to pull that gas through and then harvest it. Probably get some tears along the way, but hopefully not a zillion lava slime this time around. And then the only thing that we'll have left will be how did we get here? Which, as you can see, is hidden, and probably we won't. I don't think there's any chance. It's the 21st today, 9 days. I don't think there's any way we can get that set up and ready to go, because I know there's going to be a lot of trial and error for like moving the shulker and all that. I've never gotten it myself, so yeah, we'll have to figure it out, find a good location, all those good things. So soon and to come. But I hope you stuck this out. I know kind of a weird hanging out at the creeper farm, not the most compelling, but we did get the bullseye. So 3 more to go. And one of those is the one that we really want to get before 18. Not that it's going to change much, but if we have that one done, then we're really pretty well set to hit 18 hard. And whatever new advancements come with it, we'll have to figure those out. We'll have loads of exploring and all that to do with the new content as well. But I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. Thanks so much for this morning episode. I think I will have probably one more, and then we'll see how we get sucked in on Easy Alliance. What we want to do with that. So, you guys take care, and we'll see you back here for the next one. As always, and especially of late, thank you all so much for coming by and saying hi, leaving comments. I really appreciate those. They keep this fun and exciting. If you want to know when the next videos are coming out, be sure. I usually tweet along with episodes, not 100% of the time. So subscribe to YouTube. They'll always show up in your subscriptions tab, or watch for me on Twitter. Otherwise, take care, guys. We'll see you for the next one. Bye now.